Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, fans, are talking about the follow up issue here of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's right, fans, issue number 2. Getting ready to see what this series continues to be about, and is it worth really still me picking up. Here we can see on the cover has Miss Marvel on there, which I was excited to see her because I am a fan of her series, and she's an Inhuman, which follows the trend of what's going on in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, so it kind of fits in there. This book is written by Mark Waid, and the artwork is done by Humberto Ramos here. When I was when I was reading this book, this reminded me of like reading Amazing Spider-Man in a way because of the artwork here. Because you majority see Humberto Ramos's art in Amazing Spider-Man. So when I saw this book, I'm like, oh, dude, this is Amazing Spider-Man. You got the guy on the phone, which is Miss Simmons' father here, discussing about how she wasted her time, going to school and whatnot, and this reminded me of J. Jonah Jameson. So I was like, I had J. Jonah Jameson's voice in my head when he was talking to his daughter in the actual issue. He even's got like that facial expression, the nose, and everything in here. But I'm a fan. I like Humberto Ramos's art, and I think this kind of fit this particular issue. I guess we don't have a consistent artist in this series, and but I did feel that his artwork was well done in this particular issue, and I like his artwork. I think with Carmela being in this issue too, and being that she can shape shift her body, kind of like Reed Richards, I think it was adequate for him being in this issue. So I thought he did a very well job here. I like the way Agent Coulson was drawn in here. Kind of had those facial features like Agent Coulson. And yeah, so I thought the artwork was really good, and the coloring was very well done here. So what did I think of this second issue? This issue really focused around um, Miss Simmons in this issue, which is her first name is Jenna. And again, we get to see her interactions with her father in the issue, and you get to see, where she came from, why she didn't go to college and whatnot. And we see her that she's being like a substitute teacher here in school because there's some kind of secret weapons that's being stashed in the school going on the black market that has to do with supervillains. And when things start going south here, we get to see that all these different kinds of like gloves from the wizard and all these gauntlets and all these other weapons from different villains starts destroying the school. We get to see Carmela wind up being involved in here, and she winds up trying to protect the teacher, which is Simmons and whatnot. And then we wind up finding out there's this particular dough that winds up getting in these kids' pizza. So it's pizza day. So while they're eating, they wind up throwing up all this dough, and all these creatures start barfing from their mouths or whatever it is, and it starts taking over this school. So it's just all kinds of chaos goes out, and winds up taking over the school. But in the end, our heroes wind up prevailing in this particular issue, and what happens is Carmela they think that Carmela might be upset because she wants to be part of an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatnot. And but let's just say by the time we get to the end of this issue, she winds up getting a card from Agent Simmons, and it says, "Call me if it all gets too much." Also it was the Animator, which is one of the devices that she was sure on that was stashing that bag, and her and Agent Coulson were having a dispute about it. So she was happy that she was right on there, and she was very grateful for the card that she got, that she is friends now with Agent Simmons. So I thought this was a really, really good issue. I thought it was very well written. I thought there was lots of action in here. It was lighthearted at the same time. I kind of like this one better than the first issue. But so far, I'm not sure where the story is actually going with S.H.I.E.L.D. Is it like a a situation of the week just like it is on the TV show, or is there going to be something more in depth here, or are they just introducing the characters? As the first one was Agent Coulson, this one was Agent Simmons, and the next one's going to be Agent Fitz. So I'm not sure there, but nevertheless, it was a lighthearted comic. Really enjoyed it for what it was. I would have loved to seen Kamala actually get invited to S.H.I.E.L.D. and have her become an agent, kind of take place of Skylar's role in here, since Skylar is not in this book and she is the Inhuman here. So I would really love to see that. Maybe in due time that she will be a future player here. But it was a great read and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. Again, not sure where that direction is here. I'm not sure of who the consistent artist is going to be here either, since we've had 2 different artists for the first 2 issues. So guys, leave me a comment below on what you thought of S.H.I.E.L.D. issue number 2. Are you a fan of this series? Are you not a fan of this series? Would you like about the comic? Would you dislike about the comic? I know there's a lot of Carmella fans out there, so if you're like me, you might have really enjoyed this one. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, fans. See you soon. Bye.